Imagine seeing the warning, "Make sure you're AIone," on your screen at midnight and being pulled into a secret digital exhibition. Naomi Watts appears in a series of topless photos that are both incredibly well composed yet appear raw until you click out of curiosity. You can distinguish between her serene on-screen persona and her private, vulnerable moments from the very first frame. Make sure to remain until the very end since the final shot will challenge your preconceived notions about power and fragility. The exhibition begins in a large industrial studio with soft overhead lighting and exposed brick walls. To keep things enigmatic, Naomi stands in the middle with her arms crossed beneath her breasts. Even the most basic stances may convey a lot about the subject of the camera, as seen by the way her damp hair cascades down her back and catches the light. The faint buzz of air ducts above is nearly audible. Her profile is then seen in close-up against a big window. The faint incline of her neck and the form of her jaw are traced by the early morning light. Her closed eyelids and delicately parted lips show that the most important stories can be shared in quiet moments. The quiet of daybreak is palpable. The image of a freestanding tub is then shown. She sloppily covers her hips with a towel while steam swirls at her feet. In order to demonstrate how hand placement might link a visual to feelings, one hand is used to sweep back a strand of hair while the other is placed to her heart. You can practically smell the eucalyptus from a neighboring diffuser. You come to a black and white portrait on a dark background halfway through. Naomi squares her shoulders and maintains a fixed stare on the camera. Her shape is marked by sharp contrast in every way, showing how the lack of color can heighten drama and passion. It serves as a potent reminder that vulnerability can serve as a kind of armor in and of itself. A scene of a woodland at dusk appears as you scroll. Naomi is standing barefoot on mossy ground with a waterfall's mist behind her. When she folds her arms across her chest, she reveals just enough skin. It is evidence that nature is capable of beautifully and ethereally framing the human figure. The sound of the leaves whispering and the water flowing is practically audible. Then, she is seen adjusting a tiny drape across her hips in an impromptu photo made in a loft with high ceilings. Spontaneous moments often express the most genuineness, as evidenced by the soft daylight seeping in. All about her, you can feel the subdued excitement of an artist's studio. But the last picture is the one you remember. Naomi is sitting on a chaise in the industrial studio, lit by a single spotlight. With one arm lying above her waist and the other hanging behind her head, her figure is curved like a question mark. She is surrounded by golden accents of pools of light. True power comes from embracing all facets of oneself and letting go of inhibitions, as demonstrated by her composed assurance in front of the camera. You can see why the "make sure you're AIone" caution was so important if you watched the entire film. The topless photos of Naomi Watts show an unusual level of creativity, bravery, and authenticity. Please click like and share this private collection with friends that value authentic visual storytelling if it struck a chord with you. Tell us which shot affected you the most in the space provided for comments below. To ensure you don't miss any more exclusive releases, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell. I appreciate you being here. In times of vulnerability, embrace your own strength.